Welcome to the Dollface Dojo. I am your host, Dollface. What is the title of this? Title of this. Someone who is trying to come in with the illusion of love is stressed and burdened because you see through them. Some Virgo or some Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, masculine, or some Leo, Aries, Sag, and that's the truth. Some Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine, a Sagittarius. Oh, you got a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot trying to come through with fake fucking illusions, but because you see through them, they're not getting away with it. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Hmm. Someone got some mental clarity about narcissistic feminine energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and they've already healed from the situation and they're stagnating on moving forward and going after what they want. Or somebody's standing in their integrity, telling the truth about somebody that they have either a past relationship with who's very narcissistic, and they've healed. They've healed from this being. Some sort of blockage was unsuccessful. Somebody doesn't. Okay, so I feel like this narcissistic Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, feminine energy who's very narcissistic and plays a lot of mind games doesn't want to stop trying to block somebody or doesn't want to stop trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. And it could be this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius masculine. But this masculine seems to already have healed from something. Or this broad is going to try to come back, yeah, and it's going to be unsuccessful. They want to move forward with a third party who could be a Leo, Aries, Sag, but something is unsuccessful here. And they keep trying to put up blockages or blinders to their manipulations and their false love, their illusions of love. So this could absolutely be for a masculine energy who has somebody from the past trying to come back, very, very evil, very love bombing and hoovering and gaslighting, and plays a lot of mind games. They want to conquer this masculine. They want to control this masculine. They're going to say they're not moving forward with a third party, but they haven't ended this, and they're trying to pull the wool over this masculine's eyes, but this masculine sees through it. And they're not moving forward. Oh, they are moving forward. My bad. They are moving forward. They're not moving forward with this feminine energy. They're moving forward to calmer waters, away from the drama and chaos, the spying, lying, gossiping, and rumoring, the tower moments, the chaos, the drama, the destruction. And that's the truth. Woo, child. Woo, child. Because they know the truth. They're moving forward with the truth. They're moving forward standing in their integrity. They're moving forward in the right direction. This being is doing magic and trying to get wish fulfillment of causing drama and chaos or being in competition with somebody who is in the public eye. And they're going to be very not successful. This masculine has already been moving forward and transitioning and healing and letting go, or he needs to. Because this being is not ending something with a third party that they just want to control this masculine, it seems, and cause imbalance. They don't want to end causing imbalance to a situation. And they're making, and I'm burping, I don't know if this is, okay, so this feminine psychopath demon doesn't want to stop causing imbalance. They're making very bad judgments, and there is no love here. There's no love here. There's just imbalance. There's disharmony. They just want to create more disharmony, more imbalance. They want to juggle this masculine with, like, for sex. So they're juggling this masculine, or they want to juggle this masculine with other, like a Leo, Aries, Sag, or Cancer, or I saw Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They have a lot. They have a lot of third parties that they're juggling. This psycho demon is juggling. They're sleeping with a lot of people. And they keep trying to create illusions that they're this divine feminine or this high priestess, or they're celibate, but they're not. And they keep creating illusions and illusions of love. They keep creating this illusion that there's love here, but there's no love here. This person doesn't love anybody. This person doesn't even love themselves. They just want to create drama and chaos. They want to be in competition with a real divine feminine, or they want to create competition between all these masculines because they need that supply, right? That narcissistic supply, right? To make them feel, if all these beings are fighting over me, that must mean I'm special or I mean something. No, you're a ratchet ass bitch and you need to keep your legs closed. That's what you need to do. Success. Success and victory. Keep it 6:29 on the clock. Keep your legs closed, girl. Nobody needs that raunchiness in their face. They're raunchy. Put your faith, 6:29. Put your faith and trust in your angels as they are sending you guidance through your intuition, visions, and thoughts. Show dedication and achieve your set goals. Harmonious balance between material pursuits and your spiritual journey. You need to rebalance and refocus your energy in all different areas of your life. Closures, and fresh beginnings. Some aspect of your life is coming to an end. Development of artistic talent. So I feel like for this masculine, there's going to be closures and fresh beginnings. You just close out this bullshit with these beings who keep trying to put you in competition with a lot of other beings and creating this illusion of love. You are seeing through this. You are seeing through this. So as soon as you close out this cycle, which has not closed out yet, so it needs to close out, 7:25 on the clock, okay? You're going to have a fresh beginning, and some aspect of your life is coming to an end. Or this being in themselves is being seen through and whatever. They're just trying to control you. You're seeing through it. 7:25, right? What are you doing? Get down. Get down. Yeah, don't look at me like that. Get down. Excuse me. Excuse me. Get down. Silly butt. Hold on, y'all. She wants. We got the kitty on it. For the beaver. Better get in the bag. It scared me. Here. Here. Here you go. All right, 7:25. The life changes ahead. The life changes ahead of you are aligning you with your divine life purpose and have manifested in your life for an important reason. Do not doubt your potential. You have great values. Explore your spirituality and embrace change and transformation in all areas of your life. Healing and self-care. So I think this masculine really needs to embrace the changes, close out the cycles, align with their morals, ethics, and values, and heal and self-care. All right? 7:25 encourages you to take time for yourself and focus on your own well-being. Talking to you, masculines, okay? Embark on a journey of spiritual growth and self-discovery. And that's what you need to do, sir. Woo! Oh, my Lord. All right. So, that's what you need to do, sir. It's a little closer. A little closer. All right. Yeah. Because you may have just self-care and heal. You know the truth. You see the truth about this being. They're putting you in competition. They're creating an illusion of love. They don't love you. They want to cause imbalance. You will make a very bad decision by going back because they are going to juggle you with others to have sex, juggling sex with a lot of others. And they're putting you in competition that you should not be in. They like the conflict. They like the battles. They like the arguments. They like the drama. They like the chaos. you're coming up in the upright. So I feel like you enjoy the truth. You enjoy, not being lied to, not being strung along, not being played for a fool. This being is trying to continue to play you like a fool. You need to move forward and transition, close out the cycle, let this go. If you go back, you're making a very bad decision. And I can't tell you exactly what to do, but Spirit is. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's emotionally blocked in the situation. You have a Ten of Cups. You could be very happy, but you need to delve into your emotion. You have an abundance of emotions that you're not dealing with because you're coming up as the King of Swords. So right now, and I'm burping. Right now, you're ignoring your feelings about the situation. You're holding everything in. You're coming from a logical space, and really what you need to do is you need to feel. Because right now, by ignoring your feelings, you're putting up this emotional blockage. And you have this overabundance of feelings that you're holding on to and repressing, and that is creating a barrier for you. Okay? Yeah, it's creating blockages. Someone very manipulative is a liar, a player, a cheater, a deceiver, and they keep trying to communicate with you. But you need to bring this to an end if you want a new start in love. You need to stand in your divine masculine energy if you want a single independent woman, but you keep going in karmic cycles of feeling ultimately defeated and in conflict with some spying, lying, gossiping, rumoring psycho who only wants to hurt you. You keep letting your guard down, or you keep giving up, or you need to give up on this commitment that is not a commitment. This person is committed to everybody, and they're only trying to create destruction and chaos and drama for you in your life. You have love, but you need to overcome fear, anxiety, self-doubt. You need to release these emotions. You need to feel what you need to feel, heal it, and release it. Because this being only wants money from you, or they only want to keep you from a new beginning. And they're being very two-faced. They've got two different commitments, two different marriages, two different something here. Two different, or many different commitments. And they're very two-faced. And this is causing you a lot of stress and burden. So for the masculines out here, yeah, you just need to get away from this being and venture into your King of Cups energy. More your Queen of Cups energy. She feels it. The King of Cups kind of hides his feelings, right? Yeah, you need to heal if you want wish fulfillment. You need to go within, you need to introspect, you need to contemplate, you need to, if you want success and victory. This is going to come to a painful, you need to heal from the ultimate betrayals, painful endings, and the consistent, the karmic cycles of painful endings and making up and breaking up and making up and breaking up. It's played out, it's old. We don't do that in 2025. We heal, we introspect, we soul search, we spend time alone, we spend time with God. We get away from these beings who only want to suck us dry of everything, these energy vampires, these demons, these reptilians, these narcissists. We get away from them. All they want to do is cause ultimate betrayals, painful endings, and death. All they want to do is put you in competition and create illusions of love so they can juggle you and keep you on a hook. So you need to heal from these things, let it go, if you want success of a new start in love. And you need to move quickly to do this. And people don't like the truth, man. Yeah. But you're feeling hopeless, or you're feeling no, you're healing. You need to heal if you want wish fulfillment. But you're sitting here on the illusions and the deceptions. And that's making you feel alienated, isolated, left out in the cold. It's going to leave you broke. Somebody's creating the illusion that they're lonely, but they have all these third parties that they keep entertaining. So this broad is going to... That's true. So this broad is making it out like she's lonely or something. She's just unhappy. She's miserable. She's pessimistic. She's radiating negativity. She's just a very unhappy being. Yeah, she's got another dude she's married to who's also a liar, not loyal, not grounded, not stable. They have a family together, a very dysfunctional, unhappy family together. And that's being put to rest, and that's the truth, and that's coming very quickly. So this broad may be married to somebody. So this may be like an ex of yours that keeps dangling you on a string, but they've got a shit ton of third parties and they're still married to somebody who they have a family with who's very dysfunctional, and this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And that's being put to rest. Or you could be the one she's married to, and you both have a dysfunctional family. You have kids together, and it's being put to rest. Because the truth is coming out about something. The truth is coming out about a marriage, about a commitment. So, either way it goes. This is either something, it's like, you're coming up as the King of Swords, she's coming up as the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is a divorced couple or a broken up couple, like, but you're, I don't know, you need to heal from this. Because you're stagnating yourself, you're not moving forward in the right direction. And they seem to be married with a dysfunctional family that's being put to rest. The truth is coming in very quickly. But I think you keep lowering your boundaries, or you keep dropping your guard, or you keep giving in to something that you shouldn't be giving into. Yeah, you're being a fool. You're playing the fool. You have a new beginning here with a divine feminine that this being is trying to keep you from, while juggling you with many others. I mean, you're dealing with somebody very low vibe, and they have all these other low vibe partners. I don't know. You're coming up in a high vibe. So the fact of it is that you are ignoring your feelings. You are ignoring your feelings about how you feel about this, which is causing you to remain in a repressed energy. You can't heal. You're not healing. You refuse to heal. You need to heal if you want success and victory of a new beginning with an Empress. Or just... Oh. Somebody could be saying that they're pregnant and they're not pregnant. That could be for somebody out here. They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. They're lying. So if somebody's saying they're pregnant, they're not pregnant. They're pulling the wool over your eyes. They're trying to block you from something, and they're lying. Yeah, it's a deception, it's illusion, it's bullshit. They're just trying to create chaos, drama, and destruction. Because they have other lovers here. And they want you sad. They want you sad. Oh. There's 3 broads here who are going to be getting a lot of karma. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Leo, Aries, Sag. They all tried to create a lot of stress and burden. And now they're going to be reaping what they sow. Because they offered money to some third parties are going to be homeless, broke, in poverty, bankrupt. I don't know. This went somewhere else. But we got 3 feminine energies here who are going to be reaping what they sow for being two-faced and lacking direction and trying to create stress and burden. Gemini, Taurus. What did I say? Leo, Aries, Sag, Taurus. Yeah, a bunch of third parties were trying to hold back somebody. A group of women were trying to hold back somebody. Now they're going to be reaping what they sowed. They were paid to do this, to move forward with a plan with a little succubus, incubus energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Hold back. Let's see where this goes. Third parties are getting arrested or feeling ultimately defeated or trying to create conflict. A group of women are trying to create some sort of conflict. They're going to be ultimately defeated. They're going to be arrested. They're going to be something for spying, lying, gossiping, and rumoring. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And they're fearful, anxiety-filled, having sleepless nights, nightmares, being haunted, mentally fucked 3 ways from Sunday, stress, spying, lying, gossiping, and rumoring, trying to create fear and stress. Some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is a liar, betrayer, thiever, deceiver. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A mother and a son, and another child, from young adult energy, are liars, betrayers, deceivers, and they're falling into their own traps, or they're trying to keep somebody trapped or hung up. All these third parties collaborated together. So it's like we have a group upon a group. Now, I don't know if this story plays into this story because people keep coming and going, 2020 on the clock, but if this is all tying together, these third parties all work together. We got a group of women, and then this psycho over here with this group of dudes, and then, so it's like, I don't know, third parties all collaborated to lie, to try to trap and sacrifice somebody, to try to keep somebody hung up. Divine masculine. So we have a divine feminine here, who's chilling, and then maybe this is this divine masculine over here, who's been watching this divine feminine. Can't really call him divine until he's divine. He needs to stand in his divinity before he can be called divine, right? He's got to align with the integrity that he has and the morals and ethics that he has to be called divine, right? But now, right now, he's letting these third parties, this group of women, this other broad with all these dudes, keep them trapped for money. Somebody had a plan to lie, betray, deceive, to try to trap and sacrifice somebody. And again, we go back to the fake love. The fake love, the coming in with an agenda, coming in with the illusions, just to cause imbalance and disharmony, to try to keep somebody from a pairing here. This is what I'm saying. You got to come into your King of Cups energy. You need to feel what you need to feel. You need to feel it. Don't hide, well, you know, hide it from these bitches, but don't hide the way you feel. You've been hiding feelings for a very long time. You've been repressing feelings for a very long time. You need to feel and get emotionally balanced, because that, your emotions is where all your manifestations come from. Your heart is where your manifestations come from. Your manifestations, your heart is where your manifestations come from. You need to release being in a mental prison. You need to be released being in a you know, this restricted, trapped energy, because you're in karmic cycles of endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings. It's annoying with third parties that are collaborating against you. You need to walk away, otherwise you're going to be very badly hurt for money. Somebody's paying. These crooked cops, crooked judges, crooked lawyers, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini. You need to get balanced here. You need to balance out. Get rid of the devil. Block the devil. Block the karmics. Block the evil. Block the... If you've got addictions and habits, or you've got something where you're tied to the devil, or you've got some sort of something here, you need to block that, because right now you're being blinded by a karmic. This could be a crooked cop, crooked judge, crooked lawyer. It doesn't have to be. But, well, she is coming up as the Queen of Swords in reverse, so that could be a crooked cop, crooked military person. Demon, a demon, a demon sent from hell to suck you dry, and you're sitting there going back and forth with them. They're manipulating you and other third parties with money, but they're going to end up broke, homeless, bankrupt, in poverty. You need to work on yourself if you want equal give and take of a happy commitment. You need to release the toxicity of this little demon, page, gremlin, succubus, incubus energy. That's kind of weird. Their mother could be a shapeshifter. Like, I don't know. It's like the child of a mother who's a shapeshifter is stressed and burdened. Child and a mother who are both shapeshifters could be stressed and burdened, because you have a high-level soulmate here. So again, this could be this divine feminine. You got a mother and a child stressed and burdened because you're not listening to your intuition. Your intuition is blocked. Also, they could be stressed and burdened because they are prostitutes, hookers. They could be very promiscuous. They're trying to block your intuition. They're stressed and burdened because they keep blocking, like they're trying to cause stress and burden by blocking your intuition, but you're allowing them to block your intuition. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You need to reject them. They're stalking you. You keep trying to come in with communication about some sort of money. trying to delay communication because they don't want to reap what they sow for all the fucking shit that they did, all the fucking dark shit that they did, all the fucking disloyalty and everything like that. Or they're trying to delay communication about you finding out that they're married. So this goes right back to this broad who is in a marriage of some sort where they both cheat and lie and they're not grounded, they're not stable, they both do dark shit. And they don't want to, this broad doesn't, so we're right back to this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I'm burping. Who is married, has all these third parties, right? The husband cheats, she's cheating. Nobody's faithful in the situation. They're completely fucking unhappy. They're a dysfunctional family, but she's got you on the fucking hook, right? And she's trying to delay this communication because she doesn't want to reap what she sows. She's trying to get you to invest in her because of some money, or they're trying to block you from this union that is supposed to bring in a Ten of Pentacles. Because they know that they ain't going to have shit. They're going to be holding on to a little bit that they have left, but they're still playing you out anyway. You need to get balanced. You need to heal. You need to get away from this being before they drag you down. If you continue these cycles with this being, it's a very bad decision. You're not using logic. And you're a very logical fucking being here, being the King of Swords. You're extremely logical. You're extremely intelligent. You know, you're an intelligent being. You're wasting your intelligence because you're not tapping into your emotions. If you tapped into your emotions, you would be able to release that floodgate of shit. You need to get sad, okay? You need to get sad, panda. You need to feel. Feel. Allow yourself to feel. It's okay to feel, just not around these bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Feel what you need to feel. Heal and release. Release and heal. Because right now you're cutting yourself off from the things that you need to move forward. Do not invest in the devil. End it. End the cycles. Okay? Or you're going to be fucking miserable for the rest of your life. You're being lied to. You're being spied on and stalked. And these bitches are all trying to create conflict and drama and chaos and put you in competition that you don't deserve to be in. You deserve love. You deserve happiness. But first you have to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to love yourself, brother. Ain't nobody going to do it for you until you do it for you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Picking up what I'm laying down? Playing the fool right now. Boo-boo the fool. End the cycle. End it. Get completion. Alright. Completion of the cycle is what you need. It's very vital and significant that you do this. You need to dig deep. Go deep. Find out why you keep going in karmic cycles with some psycho narcissist. They're around to teach you a lesson. What lesson is this being teaching you? What lesson are you supposed to learn from this? No, oh, I thought I saw it. You know, it's a soul contract, but it needs to, you're way past the point of it closing out. But this broad is going to try to return. They're going to try to pretend that they want to apologize, or they want forgiveness, or they want to give you a gift, right? But they're married. They are married. They keep returning to the person that they're married to. Or this is you two are married, but I feel like no. It's like the truth is coming out about them being married. Okay? And yeah, there's probably a lot of passion between you two, but that's because with the crazy, as soon as they're crazy involved, right when I said crazy, insane. Insane, okay? This bitch is insane. Who gives a shit about fucking passion? You need to find passion for yourself. You need to find passion in things that are not sexually based. You need to find passion elsewhere. What fuels the fire in your soul? You know what I'm saying? Not what fuels the fire in your pants. What fuels the fire in your soul? You know? Soul growth, right? Soul growth, nourishment. Get self-focused. Take sex out of the equation. Once you get celibate, man, everything changes, right? Yeah, you need to separate yourself from this being. You need to move forward to get soul growth. You need to heal. Somebody's going to try talking to you. I'm telling you, somebody's going to try talking to you. They're going to say they're interested in you. They're not. They're interested in a lot of fucking people. And they're not showing their hand. They're not showing their real face. They're lying to you. Yeah, they're gonna chase you. They're very codependent. They have a fear of they have a fear of abandonment, so they're gonna chase you. They're very codependent on you and your energy and trying to block you from true happiness, true divine love. So they're gonna try to seduce you. They're gonna try to seduce you, sir. Okay? But they're hooking up and dating third parties. And this person may be a temptation for you, but like I said, who cares about sex, bro? Who cares about the fire in your pants? Think about the fire in your soul. What drives you? What moves you? It's not sex. You know what I'm saying? If that's all they have to offer, they don't have shit to offer. You may be attracted to them, but they're a damn demon. Why are you attracted to demons? That's what you need to go in and decide. Because of black magic. They're doing black magic on you. Which makes total sense. This is why you have this fire in your pants. Okay? Because they're doing black magic on you. You need to cut them out. You need to separate. You need to stop the pattern, which is what I've been saying. Stop the pattern and start giving the silent treatment. Because this being is psychotic and they're doing black magic on you. And that's where the whole group of females comes in. So this is like coven cult energy. So they probably all get together over their little cauldrons and like, oh, he loves me. Sex spells, doing sex magic, diddling themselves to your fucking pictures and shit. God knows. God knows what they fucking do. Alright? God does know what these bitches fucking do, and he's telling you exactly what these bitches fucking do. They're doing love spells on you. Yeah, they're doing love spells on you. Love, 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 love. You need to cut ties to and move on if you want a soul partnership, if you want a true life partner, if you want a God-given soul connection. You need to cut ties with these beings that are doing seduction spells on you, love spells on you. You need to cut them out. You need to stop talking to them. You need to cleanse your energy. You need to heal. You need to feel. You need to let go. Because this being is mirroring you. So this being comes in, and the thing about sociopaths, right? The only difference between a psychopath and a sociopath is that one mimics the feelings. One can mimic your feelings, the other one cannot. They just don't have it, right? There's no conscience, there's no boundaries, there's no limits, there's no, like, there's no remorse, there's no regret, okay? But this being is going to try to play off of your energy. And again, they may come in saying something, right? And you're going to be like, I was just thinking that. Yeah, because they're fucking constantly stalking you, spying on you. They can feel when you start to pull away. So that's when they try to return. That's that love, that's that hoovering, right? They can feel when you start pulling back your energy and when you start pulling away from them and when you're cutting ties with them. And the thing is if, all right, you ignore their calls 20 fucking times, right, but you answer on that 20th time, the only thing you're teaching them is it takes them 20 times for you to answer the phone, okay? You need to stop. You need to pull away. You need to cleanse your energy. Salt baths, meditation, yoga. I don't care what you got to do, but you got to break this bullshit because this is not good for you. And these beings are coming in like, oh, me too. I feel. No, you don't. You don't fucking feel. You're a demon. Demons don't feel. Learn from your past, or you're going to end up getting a lot of karma and consequences. Their karma and consequences are going to tie to you. And you need to have more self-worth and value. You need to take the time to heal. You need to do the shadow work, and you need to have self-appreciation. You need to have self-respect. You need to have self-love. You need to come before demons. You need to put yourself before these demons. Because they're causing you a lot of fucking pain. This is why you need to detach, because this person is a narcissist. They're a love-bombing, hoovering, self-absorbed, one-sided psycho who is playing the victim. They're playing the victim when it comes to you. Not only are they sitting here fucking cheating on you, lying to you, doing black magic on you, getting others to join in their psychotic shit, but they're also fucking sitting here playing the victim, blaming you for everything. 34 on the clock. Blaming you for everything. Blaming everybody around. It's never their fault. It's never them. They never do anything, okay? They have no soul. This is somebody who has no soul. You need to start seeing narcissists for exactly what they are. They're demons in humanoid meat suits. They don't fucking have a soul. They're a soulless vessel that walk around and do this type of shit to people. Now, things are coming out now. Things are coming to light. And hopefully you can heal. Hopefully you can, now that you found this out, you can change this shit. If you don't, you're going to be very disappointed. You need to run. You need to run. Run away. Okay? There is no unfinished business here. This being is going to try to act like there's something unresolved, that there's some sort of loose end, something that they want to apologize for, they want forgiveness for. If they try to give you a gift, don't you take that gift, because there's black magic tied to it. They want to cause you heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, and they're going to shockingly attack you. Okay? For your money, for your abundance. You need to get in a positive mindset. You need to be grateful. You need to, if you listen, they're trying to attack you for money. They're lying to you for money. They're breaking your heart for money. They're sleeping around with everybody. They're married to somebody else. These beings are all working against you. It's literally like everyone around you is working against you, and that's the life of a chosen one, to be fair. But you're not in your divine masculine energy yet, because you're still in a King of Swords energy, and until you step into that King of Cups energy or that Queen of Cups energy, you're only holding yourself back here. Yeah, you're dealing with a bunch of beings who are trying to create competition. Okay, they're the enemy. Like everybody, though. It's not just this one broad that you're dealing with. It's everybody. You've tied yourself to this demon broad, who is tied to all these other beings who are all working against you and doing black magic on you, all in a group, all in a group, sir. And they're gonna try for another chance. They're gonna try to come in with their apologies, their forgiveness, their gifts. Okay, they want another chance at trying to destroy you. They have addictions. They're codependent. They're obsessive. They are possessive. They want to control you. As I said, you are emotionally blocked. If you have an addiction of any kind, which you're coming up in the upright, so I didn't see that. But if you are if you have an addiction or an attachment, or you have attachments, and that's what you need to clear yourself of. But you're emotionally blocked. And this is why these beings are able to do this black magic on you, and it's working. This is why you feel attracted to these beings, because that they're doing this black magic, these love spells and everything else. They're stalking you. They're stalking you. They watch you. Anywhere you go, anything you do, they're stalking you, they're watching you. Because you don't understand. It's not just this one, again, it's not just this one broad that you're dealing with. And I'm burping. It's the whole lot. It's everybody around you. It's everybody around them. Okay? And they're just trying to keep a divine being from another divine being. Now, I see that the divine feminine has already broken ties with everything they need to break ties with. You're doing yourself a disservice here. Yeah. You're feeling hopeless, in despair, sinking, you're falling apart. And it's because you're allowing these energies to stay and drain you. You may feel like, and this is where the codependency comes in, you may feel like when you walk away from this being, you're lonesome and you're solitary and you're withdrawn. You need to be withdrawn, lonesome, single, and solitary. That's what you need to do. You need to be alone to fall apart. You have to fall apart to be put back, to build yourself back. You have to, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm like, you have to fall apart to come together. You have to lose your mind to find it. You have to fall apart to rebuild, right? And you need to do that by yourself. You can't do that with these beings around you. You have to put up your boundaries. You have to have enough. You have to say, I've had enough. I'm learning to say no, no more. I'm cutting off everything and everyone until I figure out me. If you want to evolve and grow and move on to the next phase, you need to heal your inner child and release the past. Release this demon. You've been debating and contemplating and thinking it over. You have a chance for a fresh start and a new beginning, but not if you hold on to this bullshit. You need to understand that you're very significant, you're very vital, and you're very important to this world. Maybe you don't feel that way because you allow these beings, you're not showing much self-love or self-respect at this point. You're allowing these beings to feed on your energy, feed on your resources, feed on your time, feed on your effort, you're feeding the demons. So you need to understand that you're very vital and important, and you have a significant purpose and a mission here on this planet. This is why Spirit is warning you. Put up these boundaries, cut them off, get away from them, run away. You know what I mean? Because they're clouding your judgment, and they're creating illusions, and they're doing black magic on you, and you deserve better. Whether you know it or not, you deserve better. Yeah, you need to ascend, right? You need to ascend. You need to learn from this. Figure out what the lesson is here, because this is a lesson. This is a lesson. You allowed this energy in, now you need to expel it. Okay? And all energies around that like, you can't talk to none of these beings for, like, you got to cut off everybody, and be alone and fall apart and rebuild and ascend and heal, have that self-worth. Take that time to do the shadow work. Is all about figuring out the subconscious. What is it? Why am I doing the things I do? Why am I the way I am? Why do I make the decisions I make? Why do I have the partners I have? You know what I'm saying? And then healing that inner child, because it all stems from some trauma in our childhood, right? Shift your attitude, your perspective, and outlook. You have outdated thinking. You yourself have outdated thinking and preconditioned beliefs, and that goes back to childhood. Whatever you were taught in your life, it's a lie. Everything you were ever told, everything you ever taught, everything you ever heard, it's a lie. And you need to replay some events over in your head to get through them and go, my mom told me this, my father told me this, and now I'm looking at this doesn't fit with who I am. This does not align with my morals, ethics, and values. So now I can change that, right? Just saying. And I'm burping. Shift your attitude, your perspective, and outlook, and have a changed mind. Somebody wants you to somebody wants you to play along with them. Somebody wants you to go along with the illusions. They enjoy that you they don't want you to change your mind. So they're going to try to come in to compromise and negotiate with you and pretend that there's happiness here, that they're so happy with you. They want you to be in your ego. This being is in their ego. This being is a demon, okay? You know these things. You have clarity. Again, you're coming up as the King of Swords of the upright. You have clarity about the situation. You have the truth. The truth is right in your fucking hand, right? But you're like, it's like spirit needs to kick you in the ass here. Because things are coming to light. This being is married. This being has a whole other fucking... If they tell you that they're separated or divorced, they're lying. They're lying, and that's the fucking truth. They are lying to you. And yeah, it's probably pretty shocking. It's shocking when we find out that beings, demons, reptilians, psychos, sociopaths, they all live this double fucking life that they think is so fucking hidden, not from God. It's not hidden from God. Alright? Yeah, it's shocking. I know. But you need to do what's right for you. Otherwise, you've been down, you're depleted. This being is depleting you. They're exhausting you. You're around them and you're like, Jesus Christ, like, you are an exhausting fucking being. You feel drained when you're around them. It's because they're feeding on you. They're no good for you. You're polar opposite. Like, this being is complete opposite of you. Again, you're coming up as the King of Swords in the upright. This being is coming as the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is the complete opposite of everything you stand for, but you're not standing for everything, so you're falling for everything, and you're allowing them to feed on your energy, which is allowing the black magic to work, and you're still having sex with them, which is tying you in even deeper to their fucking weird web of warped, like, bullshit. They're doing shit on your pictures, okay? They're looking at your pictures. They're doing weird shit on your pictures. They're doing, they probably, like, put period blood in your food and, like, whatever else these fucking bitches do, okay? Whatever else they fucking... Things are coming to light now, so you have a choice. It's like from here on out, you have a choice. You have a choice. You have the clarity. You have the truth. You have a choice. And if you go back into karmic cycles with this being and you don't cut them out and you don't stop the patterns and you don't give them the silent treatment and you go along with these demons, listen, you'll lose everything. You'll lose your everything. You'll lose your whole being. You'll lose your life. You know, these narcissists and psychos and demons, they don't come to fucking, just play around with you and then leave you. It's a cat and mouse game. And then at the end, they're hoping that you either give up your life or they take your life or they take everything and leave you fucking like, you know what I'm saying? They don't fucking come to fucking bring joy and happiness. They come to entice you and tempt you with sex and then, you know, take everything from you, steal from you, lie to you, cheat on you, leave you for dead. And they think that they're going to be easily, you know, they'll... Listen. Listen. Ooh. Oh. 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 I haven't used these in a while. Ooh. Sorry. Gotta stop doing that. Right. Haven't used these bad boys in a while. I'm only gonna take a few though, because, you know. Yeah, this person's always ready for a booty call, or they expect you to always be ready. There is someone else. There's many other someone else's, okay? There's many someone other else's. Okay, so somebody is saying I'm yours, and they're into role playing, and they're having sex with the next. So basically, they're telling you that they're yours while they're playing some role. Again, we're playing a role. This is a being who plays a role. They wear a mask. They're lying. They still have sex with their ex. They still have sex with their husband. They still have sex with everything. Now, this could also be you, because you could be the ex, and you're still having sex with this person. They're playing a role. They're saying, I'm yours. You guys could meet at hotels or motels, or this is just like the cheating card. They're just a cheater. Okay, they're testing your limits. Literally, they're testing your limits. They're testing your boundaries, and you're allowing them to. You have none. You have no boundaries. Like, Seven of Wands in reverse. You have no boundaries. You're not putting up your boundaries. They just can't handle you being single. They can't handle it because they want you to submit to them. They want to control you. They want to fucking, yeah, they're obsessed. They're obsessed with you, and they're possessive. So they do all this shit that they do to just keep you under their control. Yeah, everything, yeah. They're always ready for a booty call. Always. It's like it's like their Little Caesars pizza, hot and ready, just for everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody. Everybody in the mayor. Reach up in the sky for the hoe zone layer. Oh, come on, player. Once a hoe, always. And hoes never close. They open like hallways. So here's a whole cake for your whole crew. And everybody wants some, because hoes gotta eat too. Wear that condom. They got STDs. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. There's STDs afoot. There's STDs a brewing. Yeah. Yeah, no. Protect yourself. They want you tied up. They want you tied up so that you can't move forward with it in the way that you're supposed to move. They want to hold you up. They want to trap you. They want to have you, hanging on by a thread here. So they get freaky. They get freaky, or they want you to get freaky. It's all about sex. Yeah. Yeah. They just want you tied up. They just want you to be so tied up and wrapped up in them that you can't fucking see straight. You can't feel. You can't heal. You can't move forward in the direction that you need to move in. And you need to. Alright, I'm done taking these. Because I feel like... Yeah. Alright, so wear a condom. Don't wear a condom. Stop having sex with them. They have STDs. They're Little Caesars pizza. They're not yours. Okay? They're not yours. You need to be yours. You need to be yours. Your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, your physical, everything. Everything should be so important to you that you don't allow anybody towards you to fuck with it. Because it's yours. If you don't love you, how the hell do you expect anybody else to love you? You don't respect you and your body. How do you expect anybody else to? It's a ho cake for your ho crew, and everybody wants some because hoes gotta eat too. And they do, because people feed the demons, right? No? What the? Red? Red again? Really? Again? Really? Really? No. Halloween? Yes? Okay. Wow, we're pulling out all the ones I haven't used in a while. How exciting! Thank you, sir, for being here with me so I can pull out all my cool decks that I haven't used in a minute. Yeah, you have eternal love. You have eternal love. But you're going to be in a lot of regret if you don't go towards it. You know what I'm saying? You're unnecessarily fearful or something, or you're going to end up in a grave. You're going to end up being in a ghost in a grave and a lot of regret because this demon is going to fucking suck you dry and then leave you for dead or kill you off. There's lightness after the dark here. This is shit coming to light. This is shit that's allowing you the opportunity to heal. You may have somebody very sweet. Again, we go back to you have a divine feminine who is balanced, who would like to come together with you, but you have to get through all this bullshit. If you take the risk, you'll be rewarded. If you take the risk of, it's not even a risk, it's a godsend to cut these bitches off. You know what I'm saying? And go within and heal. You may feel like this is the darkest time of all, but that's because you're dealing with some shapeshifter, trickster energy who keeps playing up in your treat. Tricking up in your treat, bro. Tricking up in everybody's treat. You know what I'm saying? Tricking up in everybody's treat. And your ancestors are getting pissed off at you because they're protecting you. They're trying to protect you from this being. Your ancestors are like, bruh. Like, if I was your fucking spirit guide, I'd be like, bruh, do you not see what's going on here? You got a mask wearer. This is what they look like underneath that humanoid face that they wear. They're not hot. They're not pretty. They're not beautiful. If you actually saw the energy or the face, the actual real face of the reptilian demon underneath the humanoid meat suit, you would be disgusted, okay? You got something unhealed. You got a trauma bond. You got something going on where you need to start asking yourself some very vital questions. Why do I attract and why am I attracted to narcissistic, demon, reptilian, psycho, weird beings, right? Your ancestors are trying to protect you here. You need to put up stronger boundaries. You need to cut this being off because they're trying to control you. Like I've been saying, they're trying to control you. You need to reduce your burden. Forgive them for being fucking psychotic and stop fucking going in cycles here because you're going back and forth. You're like, you need to forgive yourself too. You need to forgive yourself. Reduce the burden by ending this shit. Not going in the cycle of going back and forth. Okay? Remember who you are. You are a king, goddammit. So act like it. Actually, you're a king right now, but you're meant to be a fucking emperor, so act like it. So act like it. Heal. Go within and heal. Start community and web weaving. Whatever, maybe you're meant to be seen. Maybe you're meant to be doing something in the public eye. Maybe you're meant to build a community. This bitch handing out her fucking cookie to everybody in the community, and it's like spoiled cookie. Nasty STD-ridden cookie. She's just giving it to everybody, and you're just like, heal. Follow your intuition. Fortune favors the brave, so you need to be brave in the situation. Yeah, you need to be brave in the situation, okay? Because you got blind spots up, you got blinders on, but you have infinite possibilities of love. There's love for you. You have so many opportunities out here, and you have love waiting for you, and you have all these good things. You have all these you have fortune out here. You have opportunity after opportunity. You have rewards out here waiting for you, but you're allowing some demon to keep you from them to a point where the time clock is going to run. And I just looked at it too. The time clock is going to run out, and you're going to be stuck where you're at. You know, contracts all have time clocks. There's time limits and everything for every contract, for every mission, for every, like, and you're dallying, you know, rabble rousing, ne'er-do-welling with demons and shit. In the Illuminati! In the Illuminati! You're dealing with demons in the Illuminati. Alright, this is why. There's where the group comes in. This is where the group of psychos comes in. We're all doing black magic on you. Because you're dealing with the Illuminati. Which chosen ones always do. We always deal with the Illuminati. They're the only ones fucking like, oh, I'm so jealous of the divine being, so I'm going to get between them and their twin flame, and then I'm going to get between them and their money, and then I'm going to get between them and their high-level soulmate, and then I'm going to steal their inheritances, and then I'm going to steal their homes, and I'm going to steal their this, and I'm going to destiny swap with them, and I'm going to do this and that, and I'm going to do black magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just... You gotta be smarter than that which is trying to defeat you, my dude. You got hidden talents waiting for you to fucking discover them. You're sitting here dealing with the Lady de los Muertos. Alright? You need to accept what is. You need to see the truth for what is. These beings are trying to create unnecessary fear. You're gonna end up in a grave if you don't accept what is and move forward in the time allotted. Get out in the wilderness, okay? You're dealing with shapeshifters. You're dealing with witches and shapeshifters, oh my. You need to rise like the phoenix from the ashes here, or you're going to be in a lot of fucking regret, because these beings are trying to drag you down to the underworld. They think that they're invisible. They think they're cloaked. And right now, you're allowing them to be cloaked and invisible, but it's all Illuminati bullshit. These are energy vampires. You need to get more emotional intelligence. Again, heal, feel, release, right? If you want a future, but right now, your eyes are closed to the future, because you can't even see your fucking future right now. You don't even know where you're going or what you're doing, because you're allowing these vampires, these shapeshifters, these witches to feed on you. And they're all in the community. They're all in your community. You are in the community of these beings. You need to start deciding what you define as home, family. Get that fire going. That fire in your fucking soul that I was talking about. Not the fire in your pants, my dude. The fire in your soul. All right? Start shedding. Start releasing. Start letting go. Change. Lots of change. You want to change. You change, you're going to have joy. You're going to have happiness. All right? This is the light after the dark. This is the clarity that you needed. Remember who the fuck you are. Get the strength that you need to get. You know, start being strong. Overcoming that fear, that anxiety, that self-doubt, all that shit. You have the knowledge you need. You have the clarity. You have the truth now. Now it's time to start seeing, to be wise seeing and take wise action. Take the fucking blinders off, because you got hidden fucking talents that are waiting for you. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. Let go of this shit. And this shit. And this shit. Shit has been illuminated to you about this shit. Look at all these ugly ass energies that you're fucking. Oh, well, let's not forget mask wearers. Look at all this shit. Illuminati, illumination. You gotta change. You have to change. What is it? What is it on that fucking Hobson song at the end? It's a Hobson 8. The Ill Mind of Hobson number 8 or something like that. Where he's talking about, if you don't release the wrong friends, you'll never make room for the right friends. And just because, see, whatever worked 5 years ago may not work today. And da-da-da-da-da-da. Time is ticking. The time is ticking. The clock is ticking. You have a certain amount to realize that this is not good for you. You have a certain amount of time to get out of the situation. You can feel it too. It's palpable. It's like that energy is palpable. You feel it. Like, perfect example. Right before I got out of Arizona, right before I got on that fucking bus, and I got out, I could feel, like, they had gotten my ID, my birth certificate, my social security card, right? And it was like the week before I had gotten on the bus, they had gotten that shit. And I, it was like that energy of, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here now. We got to go. Like, you know, and that's what you're going to feel. It's like you feel it in your bones. You feel it everywhere. It's just like, I got to go. I got to go now. If I don't get out of here now, I'm not getting out of here at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you need to get to. Like, you need to start, because that's where, okay, again, going into having to feel your emotions, feeling your emotions, like being able to you have to feel, you have to have your head, your heart, and your soul and everything aligned and balanced. And you know, right now you're coming from a headspace, you're trying to be logical about shit, but if you don't have your heart backing that up, how do you know? Like, your head can tell you anything. Your mind's a crazy fucking place, man. You know what I'm saying? And these bitches fucking with your mind. You know what's right. You know what's right, Mr. King of Swords in the upright. You know what's right. You have integrity. You have intelligence. You're not stupid. But you're being manipulated and controlled and dominated, and the black magic is working because you keep having sex with this, and I'm burping, this demon psycho fucking. You gotta let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Oh. As I'm singing, I'm not asking the question. Spirit's just like, yes, yes, let it go. Okay, so there's no more. So that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I hope this King of Swords sees this, and I hope he's able to break free and move forward in a positive direction and find the love of his life and do the damn thing. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that helped. I'll see you on the next one.